It's November 9th. I'm in here in a new piece. I haven't hunted it. I've scouted it. Different part of the state than where I live. Kind of back down south, southeastern Mass. Just got out of work a little bit early. I'm off for the next week or so. I figured I'd give this spot a try. I found this a couple of years ago, I think. It's a really interesting, tiny little pocket, bordered by a phragmite, red brush swamp. On the backside of the swamp's like a commuter line train with a big transmission line that cuts across. And I'm not really far off the road. But when I found this place, it's a little bizarre because it's about maybe 2 acres or so of pretty much just pawpaw trees, which for the area is pretty bizarre. They grow here, but somehow they formed a little grove in this spot, and I think the deer just love rubbing them. Just rubs all over them. So that keyed me into this spot, and ran a trail camera in here last year, found a few bucks, and just a lot of buck signs, scrapes, rubs everywhere. It sets up super well for bedding cover, and it's just typical of southeastern Mass, small block, really good thick cover, and just a little bit off the beaten path. So it's supposed to be east wind, which is supposed to come blowing right out of the swamp to me, and I was hoping for some cruising activity right off the edge. Tons of doe trails that cut right in here, all over the place. Really fresh sign. So that was my hope. Now the wind is just kind of doing its thing. It's going all over the place, so it is what it is. I'm in here, just gonna give it this one sit. You never know. It's November 9th, so anything can happen. We'll just see what happens, and then if it's nothing, we're heading back up north, back home. So stick with us, see if we can get anything. How about that, baby? Down in 20. She's right there. She's done. That couldn't have worked better. I'm not in here for any kind of crazy buck or anything. I'm trying to put some meat on the table. We're overrun with does down here. I'm pumped. Meat in the freezer, baby. It's just really, really wet out here. You can't hear a thing. You can't hear a thing. I just caught them coming in, slipping in down in between the road. I'm only 100 yards off the road. You're crazy. Let's go, baby. Alright guys, it's been about 30 minutes since I shot that doe. Just been paying attention to see if any bucks coming in. I got a little bit of time left before I have to get down and get to that doe and process her. It's still pretty cool. It's only about 42 degrees right now. Gonna get down below freezing by the time I get home, so we've got great weather for hanging it. And it's November 9th, so anything can happen. I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled for a little bit longer, see if any bucks break through. But so far, I'm pretty excited. It's awesome. All right, guys, down on the ground. Got the arrow here, right there. So you can see she was right here. And yeah, I was right up in that tree there. Hanging out in that big triple stem maple. It's only 14 yards to the shot. You know, a couple little things in the way didn't do anything, and that zipped right through her. Yeah, I did the trick. A little Valkyrie. And you can see he is right there. I don't even know if that's 20 yards. Maybe 18. Pretty close. Really healthy sized doe. Bring you in right in that V. Did the trick. Good sized doe. All right, guys. So I didn't really have time, like I mentioned earlier in the video, to really give you an idea of where I'm at, what I'm hunting in this spot in particular. So I scouted this spot maybe 2 years ago when I found it working, and it really intrigued me just based on it kind of very overlooked. It's a real corner pocket of this piece of woods, a lot of security cover, and really good historical sign. And I came in yesterday, just while I was down at work, just poked in, wanted to see what it looked like. The buck sign wasn't really fresh in here, like I had seen it last year. Things might have changed. So what I did see was just tons and tons of tracks. So I figured with bucks around the area, it being November 9th, this would be a good opportunity to get down here and give it a shot. I don't really live close at all, so I figured I'd get in, try it out. I've always wanted to hunt here, so that's what we did. We got in here, and coming in today, I kind of had the idea is if I do see a good doe, I'll definitely take it. I don't know what bucks are around. I'm not going to really hold out for one. Being in a new area up in the northern part of Massachusetts now, I have no spots scouted up there, no real intel, so any opportunity I get to fill the freezer for the family, I'm definitely going to take. So I am super thrilled with this. This is a good big doe, a big old doe, so gonna be a good amount of meat, feed the family. We have a pretty big doe population down in Southeastern Mass with limitless doe tags for the past 2 seasons, so the state's really looking for us to take some out. So I'll never pass up an opportunity to take a really good doe out of the herd down here. I see does getting bred in late January, before down here. So
definitely super excited. Glad I made a really good shot. 14 yards from the tree where she was standing, and she maybe made it 20 yards. Just really happy that had a good shot, quick kill, clean recovery, and yeah, just super excited. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, please do that, follow along. There's plenty of time left in the season. We're going to try and knock down maybe another buck or doe up in the northern part of the state, at least before the guns come out. So thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Keep your eyes out for the next one. Take care.